Yo, what's up YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to rank up in Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege as a beginner. This advice that I'm about to give you guys will also apply to copper, silver, bronze, gold, any lower elo rank, okay? So, I'm going to be covering 4 different things. I'm going to be covering the operator choice, droning, mentality, and adaptability. So, without further ado, here's the video. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to be covering in this video is your operator choice. Now, here's a few baseline things I want you to understand about picking your operators. You should ideally always run an operator to counter a strat or operator that they have. So for example, if they have a castle, run something with wall denial, or not wall denial, with soft denial, like Ashe. Ashe has a lot of soft denial. She has her breach charges. And she has her her ability, right? Her utility. That's the first thing I want you to understand, right? But since you're a new player, I don't think that you should actually be running shit to counter. I think that, in my opinion, this is something that's gonna piss a lot of people off. But for new players, I heavily recommend, instead of playing for the team, right? I want you to literally run and gun. I want you to learn one operator that you can get really good with that's also flexible. So for example, what's an operator? Ace. Ace is a really flexible operator. He has, anti-personnel, and he also has breach charges, right? And he's an operator that you can literally never go wrong with. You can always pick Ace in any site. Obviously, he's not as powerful on some sites, but he's really strong. So learn a single operator and master it, right? Learn the recoil patterns, learn how to use it, learn how to use the abilities, right? And master that exact operator. A lot of people will get super pissed off, especially if you boost. You're gonna be like, no, have the low ranks, just fuck around and do whatever we want. No, that's not what I want you to do. I want you to be ego, dude. I want you to use your ego. Please have some backbone. That's how you get good at this game. If you look at the best players in this game, look at Stompin. Stompin has the biggest fucking ego when he swings everything, because he swings with confidence because he knows he's the best. So play like it too. So that's my advice for operator pick. Alright, moving on from operator choice into droning, right? So there's a whole lot of things to cover when it comes to droning. For example, also, what the fuck? My team's gone, bro. Okay, there's a whole lot of stuff to cover of droning, okay? There's a whole lot of stuff. So the first thing first, right? First things first, most obvious thing. Find a bomb. But find a bomb sites, but here's the thing. Here's the catch. Instead of just chucking your drone at people, right? Chucking it in drone. Hold on 1 second. Listen to your sound. Look, I heard a barricade pop, so now that I know that they're in the basement. Listen to your sound instead of chucking your drone in sight, and save that drone for later. That way you'll have more intel later on in the game. This is what a lot of people do. This is what I do. Like, you never really need to know where, like, you don't need to have the actual fucking bomb site, like, search. You don't need to have the A and B shit, dude. Because either way, you still know where bomb site is. So save that drone and set it somewhere nice. For example, I'm going to be pushing from cargo, right? So I'm setting a drone in cargo during the prep phase. I have this drone set. So during the prep phase, here's what I want you to do. I want you to first figure out where the site is without selling your drone. So don't chuck the drone in sight and die like a fucking idiot. Sorry, okay, that's harsh words. That's harsh words. Like an unexperienced individual. And use your brain and get intel. Because now that I have that drone there, look at what happens. Wow, look at that. Just got free intel, and I know that guy's there now, and I can act off of it. And I'm probably going to get a pick. Unless my aim's terrible. It's the first game off. Let's see. Okay. Last thing I got here. Yep, there we go. See? Because I set that pre-placed drone, I now got the intel needed to kill that guy. Now, another thing. Never swing angles without droning. I'm going to drone this to figure out where they are. Like, where their positions are. Okay, guy close left. Opening this up. Griefing him. Scaring him. Let's see. On the window. Dead. Okay. I saw this guy's corner. Yep. Okay, I'm just gonna drone. He's probably gonna run. This is really unnecessary droning here, but let's see. Active droning. I'm going to check every corner. I don't want to swing shit. Okay, look at that. Smoke's playing deep in sight. Means I can capitalize off of it. That's both. Come here. Come here, bud. No! Okay. So, I kind of was zoned in. I wasn't really paying, wasn't focused on explaining shit. But brass tacks are, during the prep phase, I want you to set pre-placed cams and use sound to your advantage without having to sell your drones, right? So save your drone during the prep phase, but that does not mean to just leave it in spawn and hop on TikTok. Wow, that's loud. I need to turn my audio down. Okay. Then, during the game, there's two things. There's something called active droning and something called lazy droning. Active droning is where you consistently check every single angle on your camera. Right there, that guy didn't drone and he died. That's all him. Active droning is where you check every single angle on your camera and you are not lazy about which angles you're looking at. So what I mean by that is, say in this map right here, I'm pushing up rafters. I put a drone in jungle. Jungle is the little area with like the leaves shit in the second floor. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. But oh my god, it's 03. I set a drone in jungle. Now, here's the thing about pushing rafters. Usually, people like to roam below. So what you have to do if you're active droning is you drone below rafters. So you drone the little room to the left, you drone storage, you see if there's people there. If there's no one there, then that means that you're safe and you can push up. But if you lazy drone and you only drone up rafters, you're probably gonna die to a random flank, right? So let me show you what I'm talking about. This right here, this is jungle. If you set a cam in jungle and then you see that rafters is clear and you decide to push up rafters from, say, either this breach or this door, right? People usually know that you're going to push up rafters since it's a common push. So what happens is you usually get pushed from fucking control room, right? People roam down here, or they just come from fucking, sorry, I need to stop cussing, dude. Or they just come from the hall, or they're roaming in storage. So because you decided to not actively drone these areas, you're going to end up dying because of it. Or dying because of it, sorry. Okay. That's basically all you need to know about droning. So, moving on to mentality. In my opinion, your mentality is one of the most important things you can have in this game. If you have a bad mental, you're going to have bad aim. So, hold on, wait. Gotta swing up, boy. Okay, GG to King Caleb. So what do I mean by that? So your mentality heavily impacts your gunplay. If you think that you're worse than the enemy team, and this is just something that I can really speak from experience because it's how I ended up getting better, in my opinion, because I used to have a very bad mentality. I used to be scared of pushing people. Activating goggles. Blitz. I used to have a very bad mentality, right? I used to play like everyone was better than me. I used to not swing anything at all. And I used to just simply just have a oh my god! Okay. I'm scared. I got jump scared. I used to just have a like passive mindset where I was worse than everybody because you know, everybody had better aim than me when I started. So I was like, dude, what the fuck? What am I even supposed to do? Everyone's better than me. And that's why I was terrible when I started. Absolutely terrible. In my like I was gold with a with like 400 matches, okay? I was absolutely horrible when I started. But I think 2 seasons later, I started developing a I'm him mindset. So I just started swinging everything, literally just locking in, right? Playing Ash and just rushing into sight. And usually that's a bad thing to do in high ranks, but I think if you're a low ranked player, having that I'm him mindset is what's actually going to bring you to the next level. You know what I mean? Because if you swing everything, everyone's not going to really expect that, dude. All you got to do is learn how to shoot and learn how to take those gunfights. if you guys want me to make a video on taking gunfights and how to take angles and shit like that, let me know in the comments. I will make one. But having that mentality of I'm him, I'm gonna fucking absolutely slam you is really what's gonna elevate you to that next level. Okay? I'll see you guys when the game starts to start the next talking point. All right. The last thing I'm going to be talking about on the list, it's probably the most important thing, that's why I'm leaving it for last, is adaptability. So what do I mean by adaptability? So adaptability means a lot of things in this game, right? On attack, it can mean switching your operator because you see that someone's playing Cav, so you play Deimos to counter it, right? That's you adapting to their operator choice. It can also mean adapting to how a defender is holding a site. So say that we are in this site, right? This bomb site in Aviator, games room. And we held down study, which is this room in front of me, really well. We held it really well. The attackers can then decide to not push it because they know that it's going to be basically virtually unpushable. And they can do some shit like take the 90 wall, or they can push in the backside and try to bring a Monty to turtle plant behind the vault wall, right? Or the vault door. Adaptability can mean a lot of things. But in general, it just means changing the way you play to fit or to counter how someone else is playing on the other team, or how another team is playing in this scenario, right? So, in my opinion, the way you can learn to become, or not even in my opinion, sorry, that's a terrible way to actually word that. The way you can learn to adapt to people's play styles is to actually just simply play against them. Because if you play against them, you'll actually just simply learn. So, say you're playing against a really high level player, right? Like a champ or some shit, right? If you learn, okay, if you have an emerald or a champ friend or some shit, play a game in their lobbies, okay? Play a game in their lobbies, and if you don't, it's whatever. But if this is just for those people that like get boosted or some shit like that, right? Or have high level friends that you usually play with. You know what I'm talking about. When you play in those high rank, high elo lobbies, it's a completely different world, because what happens is they know what they're doing and you have no idea what to do. Like, you have no idea what to counter it, right? So the way that you can actually learn to counter shit is by, one, playing against it, but two, okay, bad aim, good recoil control, but two, thinking. So I'm not calling you guys dumb or anything like that, but what I mean by thinking is just simply brainstorming ways that, like, just brainstorming and thinking about the actual gaps that their strategy has, right? So, for example, in this site right here, you see the study door. People like to make head holes to their right, because, or if they don't bring a mirror, what you can do to counter it is you can bring an ash, right? If you think a little about that, you can bring something that destroys soft walls from a good amount of range that keeps you safe. And Ash is really the only operator that you can do that. Ash and Zofia are the only two operators that you can really do that with. So if you want to adapt, I need you to start, one, thinking more about possible ways to actually counter a strat. And two, really just experiencing shit, dude. Just try to play with people, right? With high... Okay, I just got absolutely slammed. I know he was there too. But if you can, try to play with like high level players, because playing with good players is what's really gonna elevate your skill level. So this has really been the video, y'all. If y'all fuck with this type of video where it's just me like talking the entire time while playing the game, right? Just basically like an educational commentary. Let me know. I'll do more. And that's about it. Oh, one last thing. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subs, so it'll be a big help if you guys subscribe. With that being said, see ya in the next video.